Thank you. Thank you. I feel like, hold on, I feel like an athlete. I was just like, I'm getting goosebumps. Thank you. I said I feel like an athlete. I do, and that's fitting because today it is all about the ultimate tailgate. I love tailgating. Any other tailgate lovers here? Food tastes better with a beer, some buddies, a game on the line. Like, it just does. And here in Seattle, we do tailgating a little differently. At UW, University of Washington, we actually tailgate on boats. They back boats up into the stadium, and there's all this amazing food coming off the back of those boats. And that's Seattle. And that's what's cool about tailgating. Tailgating is kind of a regional thing. So, sticking with that theme, for our first bite, we're gonna do it Seattle style and make our very own beautiful crab dip. Yeah, beautiful. All right, so one just note on this crab dip is so does not have to be for a game day. This is like if you're going for a potluck, if you're going for a picnic, if you're going to a church thing, it does not matter. Make this, you can make it up to 3 days ahead of time. It is a win. It is such a win. So in the bowl, I'm just kind of whipping together, we've got all the cheeses. This is a lactose intolerance nightmare right now. We've got sour cream, we've got mozzarella for the pull, we've got Parmesan for the salt, and it's just this beautiful song of cheese, kind of creaminess happening. And you really want to whip it, and whipping it kind of keeps it light, and that makes the crab shine, not necessarily all the dairy shine. And I'm obsessed. Do you guys use these little hand blenders? Yeah. This one's from KitchenAid. Notice anything missing? Yeah. What? No cord. Can we give it up for no cord? Holy crap. Mwah! Thank you. So you just pop out the battery, you pop it into the next device, and you can take it camping, you can take it boating. So the battery is kind of the key thing, everything else kind of goes with it. So we've got our little KitchenAid food processor here. And what I'm gonna do is just kind of load it up with like Italian flavors. At this point, you could mix in crab, call it a day. But I think when you give it a little bit of love, a little bit of that, like, I don't know, there's something about al fresco that just works for it. So lemon zest, big fans with crab. By the way, here in the Pacific Northwest, we have Dungeness crabs. So, I mean, I see a lot of people closing their eyes. You know. There's something about the Dungeness. They're just so sweet. And if anyone knows anything about Dungeness crabs, it's this lady sitting right to my right. Give it up for Carly of Pure Food Fish. All right. How long have you been in business?
My great-grandpa started it in 1911 when he immigrated here to the United States. My grandpa took it over and retired at the age of 90. And then my cousin and I stepped in. And we're just carrying on our family legacy.
Thank you, Carly. And we'll get back to you. In this beautiful little KitchenAid mixer here, we have all the stuff you need. You have basil, spinach, a little bit of garlic, the lemon zest we talked about. You just buzz it up, right? Really, really simple. And you just kind of break it down. And I actually like a little bit of chunk. So if you need to get in there and give it a little scrape, go for it. But if you have a little bit of, pieces of basil, that's not a bad thing. To me, that just makes it look homemade, which is what we're all trying to do here. So you just kind of buzz this up. Again, I just want to lift this up. It kind of feels like magic. It's like a little baby. You could actually hold one of your babies in here and just kind of buzz and, do the whole thing. It's so easy, it just pops off. And then what we do is you just want to always, whenever you're kind of going from like a little mini chop like this, just want to take out the blade, just kind of fold those in, and you can just smell. Smell that. That's crazy.
That
Give that
really
a smell.
good.
It smells so vibrant and bright. Yeah? Get in there. I will just bathe in that. That is everything. So this goes in, and for as much as we like the hand blender, we got to kind of change tools at this point. We got to go straight spatula because we're going to bring in the crab, and the crab is so delicate. Dungeness crab, it's literally like candy. And so you just want to kind of put this in, and when crab is lump like this, and you can see the big lumps, and it's not all just shredded, that's quality. And that's what, honestly, I feel like separates this crab dip from just like dumping it from a can and just mixing it all together into one big mush. So you kind of just take your spatula and just kind of lightly fold it all together. Doesn't that already look insane? This can be so simple for any occasion. Put it in the fridge, cover with plastic wrap, or if you want to bake it, it's about 425 for about 25 minutes, and it comes out, I mean, I won't face plant into that because it will burn, but I would. Unbelievable, right? And then it's where you can mess up the whole dish. If it's not the right vessel to go to your punum, your mouth, punum means mouth, it messes up the whole thing. So this is not a time to find a cheap cracker. This is where you invest in an amazing cracker that can hold up. Anyone ever heard of La Panzanella here in Seattle?
Yeah.
Grew up on these crackers. You can find them anywhere, they're incredible. These tucked through, and you just kind of take one, and you just kind of drag this, and that just is life right there. Isn't that insane? I'll go. The lemon zest. Amazing. Well, one thing I want to say is we know that not all tailgating, it doesn't always happen at like a professional ball game. Sometimes it just happens at like a little league across the street. I caught up with my buddy Amy, and she lives here in Seattle. She has a very scrappy take on tailgating, so watch this.
Hey Joel, Amy from Seattle, and I know a thing or two about tailgating. Between Little League and travel ball, I am a busy mom, always eating dinner on the go or on the bleachers. I'm gonna show you what tailgating looks like in my family. Portable, it's gonna fit in a jar. Kid-friendly pasta, packed with protein, chicken, salami, lots of flavors, lots of different ingredients. It's gonna be coming from what's in my fridge, available at the time.
Okay, here comes the fun part. So we're gonna throw in our salami, the grilled chicken.
There is no way to make it wrong. Someone doesn't like arugula? You take it out. If someone doesn't like broccoli, well, you chop it up and you still throw it in because they need the vitamins. I have a thermos, I've got a jar. Guess what fits perfectly inside of a wine bag? It's the perfect tote.
Our guest today is a New York Times best-selling author. You might know him from the Bon Appetit Test Kitchen. He has not one, but 2 hit shows on YouTube. Give it up for Brad Leone.
Good hug.
Oh,
Strong hug, Joel.
no. Only bear hugs.
Good for you.
Only bear hugs.
I like that.
I know. We have a Jersey boy in the house, guys. I love it. Did you play sports growing up or no?
A little bit until high school.
I feel like you have the physique for sports.
Yeah, I got you fooled. I mean, I like a little, basketball, a little baseball. Like once I hit high school, kind of just, for better or worse.
Yeah, you traded football for fermentation, which is your big
Not
thing.
in high school.
Yeah, that would not have landed well with the ladies. For our next bite, we're doing something that we feel like is very tailgate, Brad's sauerkraut. I have to say, even as a chef, I've probably fermented 2 things in my life. Give us just
Probably
the
on
fermentation.
accident.
Definitely on accident. 100% on accident.
Yeah, so we're just doing-
give us 101 on what fermentation is.
Yeah, so what this type of fermentation we're doing is just like a lacto fermentation. So we're using just natural enzymes and microorganisms and yeasts that are already present on everything, your hands, your face, everything's got it on it.
Yeah.
And we're just going to basically do like a controlled rot.
You know, that just makes me hungry.
Yo!
Controlled rot. When you say controlled rot, I want to eat.
But it is, I mean, you'd be surprised.
Take me through it.
Yeah, cool. So we just got a little green cabbage. You can use red, you can use whatever. Some people like to cut the core out, you can. And you just want to slice it thin.
Slice it
You know,
thin.
I do it just kind of by the knife. You can use a mandolin. You can cut it into wedges and put it through the thing and make your life easy.
What's the noise it makes? Okay, it's very technical. Yeah, very technical.
Yeah, it is, right. I learned that at MIT, but and like you can slice it as thin as you want or as thick as you want. This is actually perfect.
Okay,
And then there, you just want to weigh it, get a 2% salt by weight.
Okay, that's pretty easy. And you can
peasy.
ferment anything. Beets, carrots, this is just it. It's salt, the thing.
Vegetables, I would stay away from meat until you get a little better at it. Like that might get a little weird. It's a little
Controlled
more
rot on meat.
vegetable.
not a
you'd be
thing for me.
surprised, man. And then from there, once you have your 2%, you can really, the most crucial part from there is just massaging it. Get your hands in there.
Okay, but do you want like a Swedish or like a deep tissue? Like what's
Oh, no, yeah.
the Swedish?
Yeah,
Okay,
nothing
you don't
too
break it.
crazy.
Okay, yeah.
You don't want to go like, breaking
I am
it
a
up.
massage guy where like I need you to break me for
Well,
this.
you're doing a little too much.
Okay, see, that's what I'm saying.
A little too like tear. I like the, it's not doing anything wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
But essentially, you just want to kind of work.
Squish it in.
the
And
salt
you hit
into
these
it.
spices in there too?
I like to do this first.
Okay.
You do it in a couple stages, and you really just want to get that salt in there. It's going to break up some of the. So you can already see it starting.
Yeah,
get
it's
a
starting
little
to break
moist.
down. Here's a little
And in
towel.
like 15 minutes, you'll have a.
It will look like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Really,
And
really
There'll
simple.
probably even be a decent amount of brine in there.
Oh, yeah.
And like you see, so it'll all just kind of come out of there.
That happened in 15 minutes?
Yeah, and that's Russian it. Oh, thank you.
Have you ever been clapped for by water? Water coming out of cabbage.
water.
I love it.
But
Okay.
yeah, basically, and then you do that like 2 or 3 times until you get a nice solution
Okay.
in there. Then I like to add, I like pink peppercorn.
Yep.
Whole's fine, broken up's fine. I like to do a little
It
bit of
tastes
both.
rosy to me, pink peppercorn.
Oh, it's a fruit. It's like a little more
fruity.
berry-ish. It's my
Yes.
favorite. And then it's oily, and it really just comes through as more of like a cherry berry than it does
good.
like.
All this garlic? Some.
That's a lot, but you know what? It's medicinal grade.
Yeah, we'll go. And then caraway?
You can add anything. If you don't like caraway, I mean, you can, at that point, just the salt and the cabbage, you can do whatever you
Yep.
want, and you can play with it.
You
I
just
like to add
put it in
little-
a jar at this point?
Pack it into a jar.
And how long does that have to sit?
It's really a personal preference. The bubbles will start happening. You want to fill this all the way and just push them down, and you want that liquid to come up. And that'll cover, that's a nice little security blanket, keep all the bad things out, let all the good microorganisms bubble away, do their good things, give you all those health benefits, all the, the
Why
good-
do you make cabbage sexy to me? Like, I don't know why.
Yeah,
You're
'cause
just
it
like, I want to
is.
make this now. Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
you
yeah.
should be. It's been around
awesome.
forever, man. It's nothing new. And
I love it. All right, so we have your sauerkraut. We did it about a couple weeks ahead of time.
Thank you.
We tried it. It was delicious. I felt like we needed somewhere for the kraut to go.
you don't want to just eat it.
Do you just eat kraut? Like a rom-com and some kraut? Like,
I eat it on everything. It's like such a great little condiment.
Okay, so
you know?
besides a hot dog, where are you eating your kraut?
Throw it on anything. It's
Grilled
tangy,
cheese.
it's crunchy, it's salty. You can kind of,
And it's good for you.
man, it's good for you.
I love it. Well, we're gonna make something that's not as good for you.
that's
We're gonna
not
make a
true.
hot dog from
It's not
scratch.
true at all.
Yeah, yeah.
It depends what kind of hot dog you got. Don't go knocking on the hot
Brad nailed it. It depends on what kind of hot dog. I feel like hot dogs now, go look on the back of a package. You can't pronounce half the things on that label.
Yeah, that's true.
And if you can make it from scratch, especially we're making a lamb hot dog, which I love lamb dog.
Well, maybe a lamb dog the size is hot doggy, but I think we're kind of just making a sausage from looking at it.
So what we did is, it's really easy. If anyone has a KitchenAid stand mixer, I don't really live without mine. It's amazing. And we plugged in, this is the food grinder, right?
great.
Everyone thinks it's great for meat, and it is, but it's actually really good to grind other things. Like you can grind chickpeas to make falafel. You can grind tons of vegetables. So it's not just for me. It's a very, very useful thing to kind of break down food. Do you want to tamp it, Brad?
Yeah, heck yeah, I'd love
So
to.
we're grinding lamb shoulder that we marinated in just some basic spices. And you can see it just comes out really, really simple.
It's so simple, and it's something to do great with kids too. Like whenever,
Yes,
even
I
if
do
you're
with
making
my-
like burgers or something. Like I know it's easy to buy the package.
Yes.
But it is a really nice thing to kind of.
It's the best, and also you just don't know what comes in these hot dogs nowadays. So just to know that there's meat and spices,
Make your
not
own
a ton of
sausage.
sugar, the whole thing, it's great.
That looks great, man. This is all lamb. What kind
Yeah,
of
so I'll
spices
just kind
did
of
you
show
put
this
on?
to everyone. Really simple. Yeah, this is lamb shoulder, which I think is just the right hit of fat. It's not too gamey. It's
Lamb's the
beautiful.
best. It's one of my favorite meats.
I love it. So then we've got this next thing. This is what's cool about a KitchenAid is you can kind of just go boop.
Yeah,
and
they make
plus-
all kind of attachments.
This is like,
to throw on there.
I know. and this-
Pasta makers. And
There's pasta makers on. I know. That thing is the best. But this is an extruder, and I think this is intimidating to people. And I think making sausage is intimidating to people. But I think sauerkraut is intimidating. It's intimidating in general.
way easier.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying. So.
Trust me, way easier.
Yes.
The
Well,
sausages is, I mean, it's one of those things. Easy to do, but there's a lot of like nicks and knacks to make the whole experience.
100%.
man. Like-
It's an art, but it's doable. And what we did is you buy these lamb casings. You can buy these on anywhere, any platform nowadays. So I'm gonna go in with the ground lamb now, and we're gonna turn this on, and Brad's gonna handle the sausages.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So you just wanna not overly tamp. Yeah, there you go. And just kinda,
Well, it's all about the resistance too.
look at that. Keep going, buddy. All right, look at this.
Yeah, we're getting places. now.
Oh, yeah. Love it, baby.
Blowout, Joel.
Yeah, that's okay. It's good enough. We got there. All right. So
Well, these look great, man.
yeah, these are ones we did ahead of time. Now, do you go straight on the grill or do you poach?
Well, it looks like you guys, what's nice about this, and quick little talking point on sausage, is like after you, because that casing is wet, and you want to keep it wet when you're stuffing
Yep.
it. But if you could hang them or let them put them on a rack and let the
Yes,
cold air
dry
kind of
'em out a little
circulate
bit.
on them, and that's where you get that nice little like matte, dry, you're gonna get a way crispier skin and just a better sausage product.
It's all about that snap, man. Give it up for
Gotta
that
love
tip.
snap.
That's what it's all about. here in Seattle, we all know this, late night, you go see a concert, you go to a club. By the way, I'm 39 with 2 kids. These are not things in my
Me
life.
too.
Yeah, these are not things in my life.
Wow.
Late night here in Seattle, you smell caramelized onions in the air. And if you know Seattle, it's the Seattle dog. And I know we're kind of making a sausage here, but it comes with caramelized onions and cream cheese.
Okay.
How does that sit with you?
I mean, it's new, but I can't see it being bad.
No, it's not going to be bad.
I mean, maybe just a little. What do you do with the cream cheese?
Yeah,
A
so
smear on the bread?
You just open one of these up. I'll kind of build them. So you just grab a little cream cheese, and you want to go heavy. You want to go heavy.
Oh.
All right. Yeah. Is that too heavy? I feel judged right now, no?
Yeah, a little heavy there.
I mean, I like my cream cheese. Okay, so then I go there.
Go light on that one.
You want to go a little
light smear.
Okay,
bro.
light smear. All right.
Plan.
You just kind of get these ready for our sausages. These are sitting here. I do want to call out real quick. I know for you, and I'm the same way, cooking, and I've heard you say this publicly, is kind of like therapy for you. For me, I mean, I started cooking in high school, and I had massive anxiety attacks in high school, just crazy. I don't know, it's the girls, it's the pressure, it's the this. And I started cooking, and it just calmed me down. And
Yeah.
it just kind of mellowed me out. And cooking has always done that for me. Even right now, in front of all these people and cameras, you just kind of feel at ease. And so,
Yeah.
I don't know. For anyone at home who's looking for just an outlet, a place to kind of put it.
I couldn't agree more, Joel. And you know what it is, really? Yeah. I mean, to piggyback on that a little bit, I mean, I always compare food to, it's like a universal language, like music, you know? Like,
Yeah.
you can go anywhere in the world, and that's kind of what I do with the YouTube, too, man, where it's just like, you can go anywhere in the world, and turns out people kind of have a lot in common. And
Yes,
everyone's cooking and wanting to feed people, you know? And like,
I know.
I dig it. So I'm with you. It's always really helped me. That and gardening.
Oh, yeah, I'm just getting into that.
Oh, it's
I love it.
It's great for you.
All right, we got a little mark on this. You can go as high as you want. These are nice and tight. And should we go a little more?
You can even put a little weight on there, and then you'll get contact surface area where you're getting that Maillard reaction and that caramelization happening from the contact with the heat.
You know what? We're going to
each
do a
their
hybrid.
own.
There we go. There we go. That will weight it down. That will weight it. So we'll wait for these to go. I do want to say, you mentioned it real quickly, your YouTube shows.
Yeah.
Guys, these shows are blowing up. Has anyone caught one of Brad's YouTube shows?
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, so there's 2 shows based around food and just and storytelling and long format. You know, we're doing about 30-minute, 40-minute episodes. And one of them is Local Legends, and that's where we go around and, you know, just kind of get into people's worlds, whether it's, you know, we were down in Mexico, we did a coffee farm, just, you know, kind of demystifying things that people take for granted and really highlighting the people and the generations and the you know, the cultures that go into things that we consume all over the world, like coffee. Outside of just food, I could make an hour episode about someone who makes garlic. And what I love about it is, like, I don't like crushing a cooking segment into the end of it.
Yeah.
I just want to give that full eggs of the person and the character. And then the second show is making it, where we'll take the garlic from that farm and be like, tune in next week to making it, where I'll show you how we use it and like to cook with it and utilize it.
So Local Legends, you get it. Making it, you make it.
Yeah, they're not always tied 1 and 2 like
Yeah.
that, but I like the ability to.
Guys,
Because-
check it out.
yeah,
the show's
thank you.
insane.
Yeah.
There's this one there.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, let's load her up. We're gonna load her up.
Which one you want?
I want the big one.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Yeah. Oh, show a little color there to the camera.
Oh, you
Look.
got it.
There
Nice.
we go. Show that.
That's
baby.
what we're looking for.
Yes. Load me up, bud.
Oh, you got it. You got it.
Beautiful. I always feel like a hot dog needs to stick out like this. Like,
Sure
I love
does.
that. And also, you'll notice this is not red like a hot dog. So many of that is nitrates. It's food coloring. This is, I mean, I know you call it a sausage, but
I'm going 2 on there.
you're going double?
Yeah, buddy.
Big moves. All
What
right.
are we doing?
Now we're going caramelized onions.
I like that.
You go heavy caramelized onions?
That's good.
Okay.
I
like I'm a big
and
dipper
little
for you.
kraut. I was gonna say it needs a little
Big kraut, baby. I'm going big on the kraut. Here you go. Brad's kraut.
Now
This is
we're
a
talking.
East versus West. Seattle meets Jersey.
Oh, this is
Brad's kraut meets
this
his
is
Joel's
universally good.
lamb sausage. Look at this.
Beautiful stuff. Going in.
We're going big in.
Careful.
Oh, I'm going.
I could have used a little more cream cheese.
For really?
I like it on there. It's good.
I have to say, the cream cheese is amazing. I have to say, it's delicious as is. The kraut makes it pop.
Well, yeah,
Like,
exactly.
it really is what finishes it, and it's a crunchy, not like overly soggy kraut. It's beautiful.
Well, you know what the sandwich was missing without? I guess it's not a sandwich. What it was
Whoa!
What it was missing was a little bit of acid, right? And
Yes,
that's
yes.
That's what I love about adding sauerkraut to anything, because it has that saltiness, that brightness. It's great at putting a balance to a dish that is kind of just has like a good cream cheese, fatty, lamb, fatty.
I love
so
it.
having a little bit of brightness, a little balance, a little yin and yang.
Yeah, speaking of balance, I was
This is good.
It's so good.
I'm going back.
I was just trying to find my balance back in the day. You guys aren't gonna believe this. Our next clip I'm gonna show you is the first time I was ever on food TV. You wanna see me off balance? Watch this.
My name is Joel Gamoran, and welcome to my favorite kitchen at college. Now, I grew up understanding that cooking has tons of rules, but what I've come to realize is that's not completely true. Now, I traveled to Italy this past summer, and it wasn't just the recipes or the talented chefs that really caught my attention. A lot of the times, it was the small street vendors that really inspired me. My favorite snack was the spaghetti fritter, lightly fried with that perfect crunch. Now, I'm going to take a little twist on that spaghetti fritter, and I'm outside in the Northeast during the fall season, so I'm going to make a spaghetti squash fritter prepared in a sage beer batter and dusted with sweet paprika.
This guy.
By the way, I just want to say, we're back with Brad Leone. Are we new best friends?
Oh, we're buddies, man. We're
buddies at this point.
basically brothers
Yeah.
now.
I love it. I love it. Staying with the theme of tailgate, we end every episode with a little bit of a toast, a little something. We're making a Lagerita. Have you ever heard of that?
Twist my arm, Joel. No, I have not.
No? Anyone else heard of Lagerita? No? It's one person. I love it. I love it. Okay. It's if a beer met a margarita and had a baby. All right.
I'm kidding.
Get ready for this. Get ready for this.
Refreshing, hot day.
Yes, dude.
Just ate a nice fatty lamb sausage.
He's
Wash
painting
it
the
down with
picture.
this.
You're painting the picture. All right, so first is we have tahini. You know tahini?
Sure do.
Oh, this stuff is dried chili lime. You can find it anywhere nowadays. It's unbelievable. Brad, I'm gonna have you
put me to work.
take these glasses, and then you're gonna rim these with just a little bit of lime juice.
Yeah, well.
And then give them a little Dunkaroo.
You got it.
And then into a shaker, I'm doing an ounce each of tequila. So I'm gonna go with just an ounce each. And I don't know, cocktails at tailgate doesn't really happen. I think it kind of feels elevated.
Does if you hang with me, bud.
Whoa, I love it. Yeah, I don't know. If you bring a shaker to a tailgate, I feel like you just hit a new level. All right.
Yeah.
But it's got to be an easy cocktail. It's got to be something really simple. Those look great. All right, so I've got 2 ounces in there for each one of us. I've got a little OJ and a little bit of lime.
Ooh, like that.
That's
A little
going in.
sweetness from the OJ.
Yes, and then you want to give it a whole shake, my man?
I'll do it.
Do it. Let's see the Brad Leone shake.
Oh, jeez.
Give me the real one. Oh! Give me some. Yeah. No one doesn't look cool shaking a cocktail.
That's not
everyone.
That's true.
All right, so I'm gonna throw some ice now. The big thing with making cocktails, guys, is you want to shake it with some ice, but pour it over fresh ice because that ice is diluted.
That's right.
So you want to pour it over the fresh stuff. Give me a little pour, just kind of halvesies each one. Ooh, look at the color on that.
I like that.
It's got that kind of
Can't
milky.
beat- I love a shake and drink, right? Gets like a little frothy, a little
Yeah.
milky.
And then here comes a little beer, a little light beer.
Never hurt
And-
nobody.
Right? So this in its own, great little marg. Then it has
Love a marg.
the baby, the little floater of beer. Look at that.
Meow.
Meow. That's it, babe. Make it a little stir. Give me a little stir.
Ooh, I like the little.
Before we sip this, I want to say, buddy, you're such a breath of fresh air. I could imagine
keep
1,000%, unfortunately, going to a Giants game and enjoying myself if I'm hanging out with you.
Can we do that sometime?
Yes, I would love to do that.
Let's bring the show on the road. I'll
Let's bring this
you,
show on
man.
the road. I love it. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here and being incredible. You guys are amazing. And thank you at home. Get out and tailgate this season. It's worth every bite.
And
Cheers.
ferment some food.